Hey, Heather from Hooked on Pickin here. Paul is going to join me live today on our live stream, but we put that picture for our thumbnail because we wanted to let you know that we're going to be doing a live unboxing tomorrow of an entire pallet. So you can do a Q&A. It'll be noon Central Standard Time, but a big thank you to those of you who are my patrons. Paul's here. He will give you a shout out if you jump on. And then, of course, you're also available to donate. Hit that thumbs up like button. Thank you to all my patrons. You guys got a sneak peek into, hey, we're going to be on at 11 o'clock, and you knew kind of already what we were going to talk about today. So if you are one of my patrons, I gave you a sneak peek into exactly what we're going to talk about, not just the pallet unboxing, but the other things that we're going to talk about.
That's right.
Yes. So do we have anybody who has chatted already?
Yes. A little earlier, Mike says hello.
Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, I've been trying to put my live streams out there just a few minutes before we actually go live, just so that you guys can find it. Sometimes I know it's not always easy to find the live stream, and sometimes the notifications go off and sometimes they don't.
Malia says, hello, I'm here.
Awesome. Hello, Malia. So he's just going to read all the comments off of his stream
here
there.
they come.
Here they come.
Diana says hello. Dog Pound says hello. Kathy M says, do you use anything to improve your sales on Amazon to sell more quickly?
Sales rank, check your sales rank for
Yes.
sure. And then also utilize the pricing opportunities button on your Amazon sales app. That will keep you in the running for the buy box.
Right. It'll tell you when you've lost the buy box by looking at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just on the app, which comes with your account, which is great. Ashley says hello. Michelle says hey.
Awesome.
Dana's Design says hello, Heather and Paul from Western New York, a little town called, is it Londonville? Londonville, maybe? Let's see. Michael says hello. Simply Dana says howdy, y'all. Desi Gilland. Desi Gilland?
You related to a
Says
Matt and
hello.
Chrissy? Matt and Christy that live in Iowa?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it Gilliland? Gilland? No, it's spelled the same way.
Same way? Yeah. It could be them. That'd be awesome. So, the great couple, by the way.
Yes.
Let's see. Emily Barnes says, hey, y'all, thoughts on Mercari? What are your thoughts on Mercari?
I don't do Mercari, so I have zero thoughts on Mercari. Well,
Yeah.
I do know that from a lot of my other YouTube viewers, and those of you who do Mercari, go ahead and throw your comments out there, and we'll try to shout them out. But so Mercari is similar to Poshmark, although it does not require all the sharing. But a lot of the fee structure is set up the same. You're not going to pay fees until the item sells, and they usually have kind of standard flat rate shipping with Mercari.
Yep. Let's see.
I have no problem with it. I just have any platforms to sell on.
Right.
Yeah.
Jamie Hicks says, hi, love you guys. Been watching your videos for the last month and love them. You have inspired me to start a Poshmark store.
Awesome.
Just started yesterday. So how's it going?
Yeah. Share, share, share.
Yeah.
Share, 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 and more share. That's what people don't realize about Poshmark, so you have to share.
Absolutely. Naomi, I think it's Naomi, says, good afternoon from snowy Maine.
Awesome.
How much snow you got in Maine?
I know. Probably a lot.
We have a very cold morning. It's like 27 degrees right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Desi Gillen says, so excited to catch your live stream. Kathy M says, since Christmas returns should be at their highest, who do you suggest we buy from for customer returns for appliances and housewares?
Ooh. Appliances.
Direct Liquidation had appliances.
Yeah.
It's all over the map.
Yeah,
you know?
just look at the condition notes and do your best. Some have partial manifests, some have full manifests, but not full manifests in the sense of like Bulq.com. Like they're not that detailed, but they will give you what the item is, and sometimes a general condition note. All
of the things that were like the Black Friday deals seem to go back to Direct Liquidation.
Yeah.
I'm sure all the liquidators get them to a certain degree, but you know, so those, what is it, Dustbusters, I think we got one time, and it's okay. It's all right. Most of them are genuine returns, though. Let's see here. Dana's Design says, yes, Paul, you said it correctly, Londonville. Lynn Lopez says, haha, I was here at the right time for a change.
Yay.
Good to see you, Lynn. Alyssa says, hello from your next door neighbor, Wisconsin. Cool. Sarah says, how do you find the motivation to work daily on your sales? I yell at her.
No, he doesn't.
Don't yell at your wife.
Make sure you have some sort of a goal board. So like, we have financial goals for 2020 this year. And then, so we're always trying to kind of beat what we did last year. And then also have a reason for why you're doing what you're doing. Like I definitely do this job so that I can be available for my kids, to make it to every basketball game and, you know, sporting event and concert and field trip and all of those things. And so just remember your goals, and that will help you on the days that you really hate your life when it comes to reselling. There are some days I'm like, oh, I don't want to post today, because that's my least favorite thing to do. So, you know, just stay motivated. And, you know, if you can find someone that will do this with you, that's always beneficial. Even if it's somebody that, you know, you pay a few dollars to help you with posting, something like that, once you get to the part where you have a little bit of expendable cash. So that always helps and makes the process go much more efficiently when you've got somebody here. I usually turn the Alexa on and blare lots of music to keep me motivated, because then I just get going in a rhythm and get a lot more done.
Once you start selling stuff too, you get excited.
Yeah.
Let's see. I Margaret Hull says, hey y'all. Gina says, hi Paul and Heather. Michelle says, fees are cheaper than Poshmark. You can ship with United States Postal Service, UPS, or FedEx. I'm assuming that's on Macari.
Yep.
TT says, hi. That is interesting. Alyssa says, I think Macari's platform has lower percentage point for fees once item sells, but it's very similar otherwise. I plan on selling on there soon. Yeah, utilize it. And there'll be another one.
Yep.
There always is. There's always going to be somebody coming out with a new platform to sell on, which is good. Let's see. Kathy says, will you do a video on how to list on Poshmark? That's like the fourth person that suggested that.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to put together one of those videos possibly today or maybe early next week. I've got some unboxings coming out. Oh, also, those of you who are interested in the coffee makers that had the broken carafe, but they wanted the coffee maker, it's listed on Hooked on Pickin right now, as well as the food processor that someone had requested. I've got some new things on Hooked on Pickin that I just recently listed on there, and then I'm getting ready to list a shop vac on Facebook Marketplace and a vacuum on Facebook Marketplace.
What about the, did you ever do the gas grill?
And a gas grill on Facebook Marketplace, because that's all really humongous stuff. I don't really want
Heather's
to ship
been
it.
killing it on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
if it's just our area that people love to get a deal, man.
Yep.
Let's see. Shell says items sell quicker for at least them on Macari than Poshmark, which is great.
Probably because they don't have to share.
Yeah. If
I
you
should
don't,
look into
if you
Macari.
do Poshmark and you don't share, you're not going to make hardly any sales.
Right.
Let's see. Naomi says we have about 2 inches. This storm so far is still snowing at the moment. That's up in Maine, so 2 inches. So, hey, be safe, Naomi. Rogers Deals and Rogers Discount says, hello from, I'm going to mispronounce that, in Arizona. Love your videos. Macari works good for me. I use it and love what they take the fees out for each item sold. It is a good system. I will be getting my second bulk box today.
Awesome.
Great. Yeah, if you find a groove, some little place
niche
to sell, go for it, man. Robin says, hi guys, I love Macari. Jamie Hicks says, so far it's going well. A little overwhelming with everything to learn, but a lot of your videos have helped.
Awesome.
Good.
Thumbs up this video if you like it.
Yes. If you like the content of this video, please thumb up. And if you'd like to buy Heather a coffee, feel free to donate. Dog Point Movie says, hi Heather and Paul. Seen a lot of clothing this week. Are you doing a new live unboxing?
Yes. Live unboxing tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. We're going to do an entire pallet.
Yes.
So it will, it's got some general merchandise in it, as well as I think it might have some clothing in it too.
Right.
But I know it's got some other stuff. So,
we have an issue with the microphones, so we have to be tethered to one another to make it work just right. So please bear with us on it, but I think we can make it work. Yeah. I think we can make it work for it. So
if Paul gets too far away, I'll just, pull him around.
That's right.
Make him
that is totally
go where
right.
I want him to go. No.
Like normal, really. Let's see. Sarah says, where is a good place to start on our videos for those of us getting started in eBay and Amazon?
Well, I know that anybody who buys a consult, I usually send them a block of help videos that are really beneficial. I do have if you go to my channel, I do have a how-to section.
Yes.
That has various unboxings, but it also has like how to list on Amazon, how to list on eBay, how to do international shipping on eBay, how to share on Posh. It's got all of those kinds of videos. So check my how-to section on my channel. If you're looking for something specific, you're welcome to send me an email. If I have a minute, I can shoot you the link to it. If you want more in-depth information, consultation calls are always great, and then I send you the whole block of how-to videos that include some other ones as well. So
Juliet's Urban Farm and Market says hi from Michigan.
Awesome.
Kathy M says, do you steam the wrinkled clothes, and do you find women's shoes sell well?
I do not steam the wrinkled clothes because I do such great volume. So you could if you wanted to, depending on what kind of clothes it was. If it's a high-end one, you might want to take the time to do something like that. But I have to know how much I'm going to make out of it. You know, if I'm going to make $50 out of it, if I steam it, yeah. But if I'm only going to make $10, I'm not going to take the time to steam it. Women's shoes, I do better with women's boots this time of the year.
Right.
Dress shoes do a little bit better. Sandals, You know, we've got a lot of sandals that are sitting on the shelf still that they're just slow movers and they don't really sell till they get down to maybe the $10 range, where I'm only making $5 a piece. But I'd say men's shoes are my bread and butter when it comes to what sells the best on Posh consistently.
We've definitely discovered that women's shoes are seasonal. Like we've got over here stacks of sandals.
Right.
You know, but the hope is that as it gets warmer, you know, they'll start selling.
But all our boots are selling awesome.
Yes, doing real well.
Kids' shoes, even new in box, don't sell real well.
We struggle.
So,
we struggle to get kids' shoes to
if you don't know, a lot of liquidators do the Target brand. So if you see Cat and Jack on anything, it's a child's shoe. And so just be aware of that when you're purchasing.
Leslie says, where can I find all the links to purchase items?
Oh, well, you can go to hookedonpickin.com.
There's that.
If you are watching on your mobile device, right where the title is, there's usually a drop-down arrow, and that has the description of, and it has the link for my Poshmark store, the link for my eBay store, Hooked on Pickin link, my reseller guides link, some of the other things that I sell directly online. It also has information on who my supplier is for a lot of my poly bags. The guy who makes some of my Hooked on Pickin shirts and logos and stuff is on there. Teespring is also on there. Teespring, if you want a Hooked on Pickin shirt, coffee cup, mug, leggings, you name it, it's on Teespring, and so you can get something with the Hooked on Pickin logo, as well as ones that also say in the Jesus Wins if you like those as well. So I have really nice coffee cups on there.
Yeah,
my regular just white coffee cups.
Ashley says, what do you think about investors? I have a local business willing to open a warehouse/building they have and invest money to start a local clothing resale shop.
That's totally up to you whether or not you want the responsibility of handling someone else's money, because that's essentially what it is. When you do this for yourself, if you make a bad buy, it's a bad buy. We actually have a guy that we've chatted with about it, and we've kept everything separate, but we consult with him from time to time, kind of pro bono, just to help him out, just because he's a good friend of ours. But so the big thing is, do you want to handle someone else's money? Do you feel responsible enough to do that? And some people are very good at that. You'll have to definitely draw specific guidelines, you know, as far as how everything is spent and what input each one of you has, just to be, you know, you can make a deal. Like if they've got a clothing shop, you can say, hey, why don't I get a certain percentage of my clothing that sells that I buy from liquidation? Therefore, you can still do your online reselling, but then give them some items that might not go as easily online, stuff maybe that doesn't have tags, things like that, and then kind of strike a deal with them. That way you have a consistent, you know, box that you're each in, and you kind of both can stay in your own lane.
I think it's good. Spend some good time praying about that. Talk to wise people around you. There's men and women that have got businesses around you. They could, you know, give you tips that you haven't even thought about in starting a brick and mortar store.
Also, just make sure that you know the character of the person you're getting involved with as well. You know, you don't want someone who's going to use and abuse you, because that's definitely out there and can be done.
Yep.
And your time is worth money too.
Yes. So. Leslie says, I'm very new. It's okay, Leslie. Red Silk Sheets Lady T says, only downfall of Mercari is you have to list everything one at a time, no bulk listing. Timothy says, hello, friends. I enjoy your videos. What do you do with the stuff that you can, I'm assuming it's that you can't sell and don't have the heart to throw it out?
Garage sale. That's our biggie.
Garage sales are good for us.
We donate a lot of almost all of the clothing we donate. When
Right.
we have a garage sale, we very rarely sell clothing. Sometimes we sell shoes.
Shoes, yeah.
But we don't sell the clothing. If it doesn't sell online, generally, well, he brings a tote over to the house and has our girls look through a lot of it if it's their size. And so they'll take anything that doesn't sell.
We have a food pantry at our church, and so they're able to take things there too that you wouldn't think of for a food pantry because you only think of food, but like vitamins, diapers,
medicine, feminine products. I'm actually going to bring a big tote of, we've got the cell phone accessories pallets you saw us open. Well, there's a lot of those that just aren't worth it. They're like a generic brand, or they had mangled boxes, but like the micro USB charging cord is still fine. And so we're going to separate those out into different boxes and make those available for free to our food pantry people, because goodness knows you always need more cell phone chargers. I'm always losing mine. I swear I probably have 30 at the house and still can't ever find one when I need one.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Let's see. Margaret Hall says, yay, thank you. I can't wait to see the video. I just opened an account on Poshmark, getting ready to clean out my closet. It's overpacked. Laugh out loud.
Go for it. Mine is overpacked as well.
Yes. Cynthia says, hello from Northern California. I think it's Northern California. Leslie says, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday, Leslie.
That's right.
Everybody give Leslie a shout out. Happy birthday.
Today is my birthday. I'm in Oklahoma. It's chilly, but our managers for our apartment complex were shot to death this morning. Ooh, wow. Okay. That is a scary situation there. So hopefully
be
everything.
Safe.
Yeah, please be safe. Don't know what's going on there. Scott says, how well do shoes sell on Facebook Marketplace?
Never tried to sell
We have
shoes on
not
Facebook
tried to do
Marketplace. Yeah, I generally reserve Facebook Marketplace for the things I don't want to ship. Everything else I'm willing to ship, because shoes, are throw it in a priority box and away they go, and they'll sell a lot better online probably.
Juliet's Urban Farm and Market says, I like selling on Facebook and groups and on Marketplace. Blessed and Highly Favored says, hello, Paul and Heather. I'm curious to find out if you were now starting to sell for the very first time. What type of stuff would you prefer to start selling, and on which platform?
I usually you can start with Facebook Marketplace just because it's local, but you may be uncomfortable with people coming to your location to pick up the items or meeting them for location. So that's something to just be aware of. eBay is fairly easy. Poshmark is easy. Mercari is easy. Amazon takes a little bit of work to get signed up, and it does cost a subscription fee. And so I don't know if you're brand new, if you want to jump into that right away. eBay is kind of a, as you list, you pay, and both Mercari and Poshmark, you don't pay unless the item sells. And so that's probably, Mercari and Poshmark are probably the least risk. And they have a pretty good following now. I mean, they're pretty established online platforms. They're not going to get the traffic as like an Amazon, but I would say, as far as what to sell, anything that you can ship that won't break in shipping, that would be my recommendation. So don't choose things that are massively huge. Things that fit in a traditional priority size box usually is going to be the way to go when you're first starting out.
Yes. Guys, I'm going to try to go for 2 more minutes on questions, then we'll try to get into the ASD market week.
Yes.
Rick Abson says, hello from Tennessee. Rogers Deals, Rogers Discount says, Mercari does a flat base 10%. You can choose to pay shipping or have the customer pay shipping. It is very easy to list, and 3 shipping carrier rates to choose from. Instant cash out also.
Nice.
Debbie Taylor says, good morning.
Good morning.
Michelle or Michael? I always, is that Michael or Michelle? Michael. Michael. I am sorry. I have been thinking of expanding how much I buy. I am thinking about expanding how much I buy. What liquidation would be a good company to buy from for half a truck or a full truck?
Via trading for truckloads for sure.
Yep.
Direct liquidation does truckloads.
Right. Now, Via Trading has no clue half the time what you're getting in that truckload. When we were there touring their warehouse, that's kind of the exciting thing about it. They're not cherry picking, through your pallets and stuff. I saw the man that was taking us around, Mike. He sold a whole truck Via Trading.
Yeah.
It went from I guess it was Target.
It was
went from Target to the other man's place, and I thought, how cool would that be? Nobody's gone through it. No liquidator has said, oh well, we can sell this on our other site or something like that. Via Trading doesn't do that anyway, but
Via
still,
Trading, they don't cherry.
They don't have another site that they sell stuff on. Let's see here. A couple more questions. Juliet's Urban Farm and Market says, which is your favorite liquidator?
Bulq for manifested stuff in condition. Via Trading for the unknown surprises.
Right.
I also like direct liquidation because they're kind of middle of the road. They have partially manifested lows. Candy for direct
liquidation. We've liked the candy pallets there. I've eaten too much of their candy. Emily Barnes, take kids' shoes to a kids' resale shop. It pays off for me.
Oh, good idea.
Clever idea.
Yep.
One more. Kathy M says,
hey guys, sorry. Okay. Is it back on? Oh, is it back on?
I think so.
All right. Sorry, that was a really long delay. I think it was actually an issue where YouTube was not responding. Not our internet. I don't know. So sorry about the long delay. Hopefully you guys see the notification and jump back on, or you're able to watch this later. So we are going to... we always try to jump back on at least to sign out if we have major internet issues. So if this happens again, we'll probably just sign out. But let's go ahead and get into some of the ASD Market Week stuff.
Let me hit a few questions.
Okay.
I'm trying to see how many people are popping back on. More people are starting to get back on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that, guys.
So the question we were at when I think it went down was, Rogers Deals, Rogers Discount says, hope I helped those about Macari. Thanks, Heather and Paul. Again, you guys rock. And I killed the name of my town, and you killed the name of my town I live in when I moved here. Laugh out loud. God bless. Okay. Let's see. Kathy says, I watched your last unboxing video, and I giggled because I remembered you unboxing the top you were wearing in a recent video, and hubby or you said that looks like a Heather shirt. I guess it was. Laugh out loud. That is true.
Sorry about that.
Great. A couple more. Dog Pound says, Barton's Discounts did sell by truckloads. They might still.
Okay.
Emily Barnes says, Rogers Deals, yes, I've been using it a bit, but wasn't sure if it was a good place to sell. Found it easy using the app. Question for Heather from Dog Point Movies. How many shirts did you steal from the unboxings this week?
3.
3? And Mom stole one.
Yeah, and Mom stole one.
Lots of happy birthdays to Leslie. Juliet's Urban Farm Market says, what do you think about selling on your own website versus a platform like eBay?
I love selling on my own website because I don't have to pay near as much fees, but you have to have a way to get customers there. So customer acquisition is probably the hardest part about selling on your own website. So if you have a way to drive customers, then absolutely do your own website.
Okay. Heather, what is ASD Market Week?
ASD Market Week is a big, massively huge trade show. I think we walked like 15 to 20,000 steps every day we were there.
Oh, yeah.
In the Las Vegas Convention Center. And so we went 3 years ago now, I think.
Yeah.
And we didn't really know what to expect. It was back when I had like 10,000 subscribers.
Right.
And so we weren't planning on going this year just because of our kids' school activities. But my son can drive now.
Which is very helpful.
Which is super helpful. So Grandma might come and stay, and he can drive and pick up for practices. But I think, actually, when looking at our calendar, the March ASD Market Week is going to be the one we're going to attend.
Right. We are probably about 80% sure.
Yep.
Everything seems to keep lining up for us to go. It is March 22nd through the 25th this year at the Las Vegas Convention Center.
It's a Sunday to a Wednesday. We generally don't hit the Sunday because he usually preaches in the morning, and then we catch a flight on Sunday. And we usually arrive around 6 p.m. And then get checked into our hotel usually around 8. Yeah. And then sometimes we can pop in for the last little bit. I can't remember what time it closes. It might be closed by 8 on Sunday.
I think Sunday is not as late. I think you're right about that.
So we will go then Monday. If any of you are going, we would love to see you there. Maybe we'll try to schedule a day where we'll do an evening meetup. We're going to look at the schedule and where we want to be each day at the ASD Market Week, and then maybe we'll do some sort of a dinner meetup at our hotel or something like that.
If you've never been, I would go just for the experience. It is amazing. It doesn't cost anything to go unless you register there. I think I looked up this morning. It's like $45 to register, like day one on site. But if you register online, it's free. And you walk in, you see every inventor of a product, some small company to massive companies that are trying to sell their little widgets.
International sellers.
Yeah, I think that's where like fidget spinner, everybody knows about the fidget spinner. I think that's where they kind of unveiled that. The year we went, there were llamas like everywhere, and it didn't make any sense to us. And then Fortnite came out with llamas. And apparently it was like a big hit. So just amazing. Every liquidator under the sun.
Oh yeah, Bulq will be there, Via Trading will be there, Direct Liquidation will be there. You name it, they're going to be there. And so I'm hoping to maybe kind of touch base with some of them, because there's a lot of people that I buy from all the time, and I've never met them. So it'll be kind of neat to actually meet them face to face.
You find all kinds of new liquidators too, and they're not just like all in one row. So they're kind of sprinkled throughout, which is kind of neat. And people are sitting at tables like we are, up to, I don't know, 2 or 3 tables like this, with their products out there. Or, we saw this awesome light kit for eBay. If you sell on eBay, it would rotate the product.
And take pictures as it rotated, which was super awesome.
It was expensive, but I could see how
it would make everything so much more efficient, because
much nicer.
It takes the pictures and logs it right into the listing. So so that's really cool. We're going to be, now when we went the first time, we didn't know at all what to expect. We bought some stuff. There's a cash and carry section where you can actually buy on site, and it's basically wholesalers that are liquidating a lot of their stuff. So we bought stuff dirt cheap. We bought all these rings for like 50 cents, and we bought jewelry and stuff, and they had purses. Now, we were not as big into Poshmark selling. We had just started to enter the Poshmark market, but they have everything you can think of as far as replenishable goods to sell on Poshmark. Handbags and coats and boots, and you name it, you can buy it there. That's where I found my bling hats, my America bling hats, and got them for a really good deal. Now, there's a few things we discovered while we were there. Well, we found some liquidators that we could get the product super cheap, but the problem was we could never reorder from them again, because they were essentially closing out their stuff. And so when we found a really good sale of this thing sells awesome, we couldn't find it again. And so we're going to definitely be looking for more established wholesalers. They usually had some sort of a minimum purchase order, which initially freaked us out, because they're like, you must buy $1,000 worth of stuff. And we used to freak out about that. But now we buy, $1,500 pallets. So it's not as scary for us anymore, just because we've got a little bit more overhead and wiggle room to work with. So, we're definitely going with a different mindset of what we want to find. But we want to find those everyday items that we can sell over and over and over again, that are brand new, direct from wholesaler. We can find all the time, maybe items that we can create a listing on Amazon, things like that. We can also look for things that we possibly could private label. I'm going to look for people who maybe can make some hooked on Pickin merchandise for me, coffee cups or mouse pads.
The hooked on Pickin, Heather's hooked on Pickin
line.
Brand.
So that's something that we're going to be looking at. We're definitely going to film while we're there. We may do some evening live streams just to kind of give you guys recaps, depending on how the internet is while we're there.
Internet's okay, but live streaming we found was difficult.
Of
course, it's difficult here sometimes too, like we dropped today.
So, but that's the plan. We're going to go March 22nd through the 25th. We're going to fly out there. We usually stay in the hotel right next to the convention center, which is really funny, because they got the same name as our church, Westgate. So we'll probably stay there, because then we don't have to drive anywhere, and they have like a Metrolink or some sort of a above ground kind of subway system that you can get anywhere you want to go.
It's really nice. They've done it well.
We're probably going to stay a couple of extra days so that we can go see a show or something like that, because you might as well. They have
what did we see? Ra or something like that.
That was a really awesome
It was
show.
pretty cool. Okay, let's see if I can start going back to a few questions. Let's see. I've got a lot to catch up for, I'm sure. Malia says, don't forget to thumbs up this post, guys. Yes, please thumbs up. That would be nice. For whatever reason, I must have... Oh, I don't see the thumbs up because I'm not behind there. So,
Yep.
Sorry about that. Let's see here. More questions. Amy says, do you list an item on multiple platforms, example, eBay and Poshmark?
I used to do that, got myself in trouble because of cross-posting, because I would sell it on eBay and forget to unlist it on Poshmark and then not have the item. So I do not cross-post anymore just because I feel like I lose track of my stuff. Now, if I do have multiple items, like let's say I've got like my bling hats I have on Hooked on Pickin and I have on Poshmark, but I have the right proper quantity. So if I sell out of one, I still have the right amount on the other platform. So that's the only way that I do both platforms.
Very good. Mandy Cleveland says, hello, Hookses from Eric.
Hey.
Blessed and Highly Favored says, could you make a six-figure income doing mostly liquidation pallets? I think it's very possible.
That's kind of our goal this year.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting for.
We're shooting for 6 figures this year.
Good deal. So I can preach for free.
We'd like that.
That'd be
awesome.
nice. One day, it's a goal. Yes, and then several people are telling us that it's down. Doug says, hello from West Michigan. Looks like you're buffering. Yes, no stream.
Sorry, we had the spinning wheel of death there for a while.
Spinning wheel of death. Yes, some people got booted. Yes. Kathy says, I took a nice sweater from my first box.
Yes.
Yes, it was purple and the favorite color of mine, and it did not have any tickets. Great. Rick says, I am sorry if you told this, but where is the ASD held at? Las Vegas Convention Center.
Yeah.
So, which actually works out pretty good because it's cheap flights because everybody goes there to gamble or whatever, but we don't go there to gamble.
Nope.
But, so please don't go there and lose your house or something like that. That's not what we're trying to get at. But the convention center, I don't even think there is there's no gambling there at all at the convention center.
No, it's just a big convention
center. So you won't even be tempted that way. But you can go there and it's phenomenal.
There's 3 different sections and it's just massive. Like, I feel like I'm walking through a literal like mall times 5 times 10.
If you've ever like thought that America's, I'm trying to think how to say it. You find out how wealthy our nation is. It's just, we have so much stuff.
They've got a lot of also seminars that you can go to while you're there. And so if you're there, all you do is just attend. You don't have to sign up for them. They have special speakers there. They've got other people that do what we do there that you can, meet and stuff like that. They've also got, what was I going to say? Lots of literature you can pick up on how to do what to do. Now, last time we went, they were having eBay open at the same time, but I think they're actually booked a week prior to that. I think they're in July.
One tip, if you go and you actually want to buy product, go ahead and look Monday, look Tuesday, but by the end of Tuesday, you better start buying, because we ran into that. We thought, okay, the last day we're there, Wednesday, they closed 2 hours earlier. And we thought all the booths would be open right to the very last moment. Nope. By about lunchtime, they're closing shop, and some would just sell their entire booth.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting thing. Yeah. I did not know this. So we found this one booth that we were like, man, we love all the stuff in here. And so we would want to buy onesies, twosies, or samples to try to sell online and then discover, they sell well. And so then we can order from that company, which is still fine to do on Monday and Tuesday. But on Wednesday, they sell the entirety of the booth that they brought with them. So someone will say, okay, I'll come in, and for $7,000, they buy everything in the booth. Well, then you can't buy the onesies, twosies because someone else already purchased it, and they're literally boxing it up. And so
and the person you wanted to talk to, the salesman or the
they're
rep,
gone because they sold their booth.
They're gone. They're out of there.
So if you want to buy anything at ASD Market Week, do not wait till the last day. Make sure you make those purchases on Monday or Tuesday.
Let's see. Amber says, I have a few items I keep in a bin and I don't get to keep until I make my money back on that case.
Oh,
clever.
Good idea. So you basically, it's incentive to sell everything.
Smart. Jeff Morgan says, good day, y'all.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff Morgan is the guy who made these awesome wood carvings.
Yes, you can see them in the video.
Yeah, and then my Hooked on Pickin logoed ones that look like softball shirts. They make those.
Jeff is a craftsman. I mean, true craftsman.
Yeah.
So if you want something nice, like he doesn't use cheap wood or anything like that. So
His info is usually in the link in the description. I got to add it to my live streams, but if you go to any of my previous recent videos, it'll be down in there. So it's called Recognition.
Yeah, Jeff and Amelia, good people, and like that stamped on stuff, made in America.
They're made in America.
Made in America.
Officially.
I mean, it's beautiful stuff. Yep. Let's see. Kathy says, do you use the new draft page for Poshmark, and do you like it?
Yes.
My mother helps me out with that, and it helps her with her physical condition.
Yeah, if you didn't watch our live stream last week, she actually was on and interviewed. She struggles with energy and being able to some days lift her arms because she's got what's called myasthenia gravis, I think. I probably mispronounced it, but it's in the MS family. Yep. And so some days her muscles work and some days they don't. And so she can, on a good day, take all the pictures, save them in a draft, then sit in her chair and put in the rest of the info.
Right. Dog Pound says, I would love to go, but I can't. I am a full-time caregiver. If you learn of any liquidators in Arizona, I would love to know.
Okay. Yeah, we're actually going to probably pick up a lot of literature and then do some videos on which companies are where and what kind of stuff that they sell. We're definitely going to hit the liquidation block for sure.
Let's see. Supernation says, I know a guy at the swap meet that sells everything for $1, all Amazon. How does he get them, or from which company?
A lot of liquidators do Amazon returns. I actually have a video that's coming out this weekend that I unbox an Amazon returns clothing box.
Yep. Let's see. Kristen says, hello, just joined your live broadcast. I've been watching your first videos when you started on Amazon. Did you start as FBA? If so, how long did you do this before transitioning to FBA?
We started Merchant Fulfill, and that's probably what she was asking. We started Merchant Fulfill. We probably did Merchant Fulfill for about a year before we discovered, wow, we can sell stuff for way more and way faster if we do FBA.
Oh, yes.
And we were at first scared of the fees because the fees are about 10% more than what you pay for Merchant Fulfill. But the amount that you can upcharge because it's sitting at the warehouse and they get the free shipping, the cost doesn't really go across to the customer because they get that free shipping. So you can sell something for literally $10 more than you would on FBA just simply because it's sitting at the warehouse instead of you having to ship it.
Let's see. Michelle says, hi from Riverside, California. You both inspire me. Thank you for your awesome videos and advice. My favorite sourcing place is via trading shelf pools. I live near them, so shipping no shipping fee. That's great.
Oh.
If you've got a liquidator in your backyard, you are...
Utilize them.
Yeah, you're foolish if you don't at least go check them out, talk to them.
Yep.
Because there's no shipping. That saves you a ton of money.
Yeah. And for those of you who have jumped on recently, I said this on the front end of the video, but wanted to let you know, tomorrow, noon, Pallet unboxing live. And so you're going to be able to ask questions. It's got some general merchandise stuff in it. I think it will have a few clothing items, but an entire pallet will be unboxed live at noon Central Standard Time tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that, and you can ask the Q&A during the process, and we'll see how well we do being tethered to each other with a microphone and unboxing a pallet.
Pam says, hi. Fat Elvis Good says, boom, howdy.
He probably said it just like that.
That's right. Nova Vita says, being a reseller for 10 years, can't you please tell me how many pallets you bought the first time and how many last year? I have not counted last year's pallet count. We normally buy at least two a week. 2 a week, roughly. So you're looking at a good 100, at least 100. I know that we purchased.
Maybe more than that, because there were a few times we bought multiple, like 5 or 6 at a time.
Yeah. And we took a trip down to Tennessee and bought, I think, 11 at that time.
Yep.
And then the first time we bought a pallet was a couple years ago.
A couple years ago, and we unboxed it in our carport because we didn't have an inside space like this.
That's right. Let's see. Fat Bird Fine says, hi, everyone. Ashley says, thanks, Jeff, for Heather's memorabilia. Dana's Design says, I bought one of your Not Lucky Blessed long sleeve t-shirts yesterday. Can't wait to get it.
Awesome.
That is through Teespring, I believe. So hopefully that works out great.
Yeah, we made some Hooked on Pickin gear on Teespring, but then we have some really fun sayings that we decided to just create as well on there that, you know.
Really fun kind of playing around with their design still. Supernation says, if you get food inside a pallet that's expired, would you sell it or throw it away? if it's like a month old?
We usually
Well, expired.
we usually throw away. We don't want to give anybody expired stuff. Anything now, Amazon requires you to be 4 months out from the expiration date to send in. So a lot of times when we're under that 4-month mark, but it's not expired yet, we will donate that to the local food pantry because it's so good. And it's not necessarily expired. It has a best by date. But if it's expired, generally we just throw it out because we don't want to take any chances with food.
That's right. Let's see. JEMC Creation says, my first Bulq 2 cases are set to be delivered today. So excited. It is fun. It is fun.
Have fun with your Christmas unboxing.
Absolutely.
That's what it feels like.
Chris says, hi, this is Christine from El Paso, Texas. I was wondering if I bought something from your stock, how do you accept money through PayPal or something different?
So if you buy Hooked on Pickin from Hooked on Pickin, I do have a PayPal option to pay that way, or you can just buy directly and just use your credit card on my secure Hooked on Pickin website. So either way, even if you don't have PayPal, you can still purchase from there, and it does automatically calculate all the shipping for you. And anytime you buy over $100 worth of stuff, you get big.
Very good. M says, hey guys, found your video last night, found you live today. Don't believe in luck, God is good.
Awesome.
Well, welcome.
Welcome to the Reseller Information Center.
That's right.
Called Hooked on Pickin. Also, if you do like this content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up.
That's right.
You can donate too. Feed my coffee addiction.
Yep.
Oh, I do also, he bought me a latte maker.
I did.
So I have to buy the more expensive K-Cups because I'm an espresso junkie. And it's awesome.
That's right.
It's a good Christmas present.
It's the way to Heather's heart is coffee.
Yep.
Let's see. Dana says amen to that. Ashley says congrats, JEMC. Blessed and highly favored says, what categories do you prefer to sell in? What type of merchandise is very profitable?
General merchandise. I sometimes do small appliances, but you have to be careful what kind of condition those are in. So, like new or is the best. Sometimes you can get pretty good unexpected returns, but you just got to kind of watch it. I try to stay away from electronics, although there's lots of good money in it. I don't know enough about them to sell them. If you do, that's definitely a market you can hit up. Clothing, obviously, because I'm an avid Poshmark seller. Usually anything I can ship that doesn't break. So I've got a cool, I just recently put out a Savers thrift store one. That kind of gives you an idea of some things that I look for. I'm putting out a Goodwill haul that I did, which has some kind of fun, unique, interesting things that I did with some things I found there.
Let's see. Super Nation says, on average, do you make double your money on a pallet or triple? For the year, we averaged 30 to 40% across the board on all of the pallets and boxes. So spend $1,000, you make your $1,000 back, and you make $300 to $400 on top of that. And so you got
to spend $1,000, make $300 to $400. I usually were higher than that.
No, that was the average number for this last year. So you're making 30 to 40%. There are pallets that we have lost money on.
Yep.
And so those are averaged into the pallets that we make triple the amount of profit. So.
We really love it when we're about 50% profit. So if we spend $1,000, we're going to make an additional $500 to $1,000, in there. Those are our favorite ones, but that doesn't always happen. And like I said, we averaged in those ones that we lost money on. We're doing much better in just choosing, and I think it's because we've got a wider variety of Liquidator. If you notice, I put out a new video from a Smart Lots. I really like the stuff. I've got another pallet here that I'll be unboxing in the very near future for them. And so that's going to be a cool one too. The TV one was a Smart Lots pallet.
Yes. Let's see here.
And I've sold all but one TV.
Sarah Pearson says, do you guys list things every day?
Yes.
Just about.
Every day.
Heather does. Just about every day. I do a little bit of listing, but nowhere near like Heather does. Yeah. Let's see. Michelle says, well, it's been fun. Got to go buy 2 pallets. Just showed up. Got to go to work and unload them. Thank you for all your advice. Awesome. Hope you have a great unboxing yourself.
Yes.
Rick says, I have seen you buy food from Dollar Tree. Can you use your receipt, or do you have to get an actual invoice if requested from Amazon? yes, Dollar Tree is not the receipt that you can use to get ungated in Amazon.
No, you have to be a direct wholesaler or distributor in order to get ungated in Amazon. So you have to, like ASD Market Week, that's where you find your wholesalers and distributors. So if you have a specific category you want to find, you're going to want to buy from a wholesaler directly from there. And so basically Dollar General is, or Dollar Tree is the middleman, and you can't get a receipt from the middleman. Liquidator invoices don't count either. You're definitely going to have to make sure you get a distributor or a wholesaler invoice in order to get ungated on Amazon for that.
Very good. Rick says, on average, how many box pallets do you lose money on?
Oh.
Well, we video just about everything. So feel free to go back and look, and you'll see.
I think that probably once a month, we're at a break even or lose money scenario. And a lot of times it's because we're hasty or we're trying something new. Like generally we'll lose money if we're trying a new liquidator and understanding how their system works, then we'll lose money. We hate it when we break even, because essentially to us that is losing money, because we lost that time. And time is money in this business. So as far as losing money, I'd say maybe once a month this last year, we probably, if you average it out, we probably lost money on 10 to 12.
Right. Here's another question kind of related to that. Blessed and Highly Favored says, out of 100 pallets, how many would you say is profitable? Probably, because we've been doing this a while, I would say, 80? 80 is probably we make profit. 10 of those we probably break even.
Or
and
make
10
just
out
a
of
smidge.
100 or make just a little. And then 10 we probably
lose money.
Now, we've never lost everything.
Yeah.
Okay, if that makes sense.
We've never like dumped a whole load and went, this is completely trash.
Yeah.
We always find a way to make some money back.
Heather's excellent at that.
And so you have to diversify the platforms you sell on in order to make some of that money back, which is why we do Facebook Marketplace and garage sales and bundles on Poshmark.
If you just said, I just want to sell on Amazon, you would lose money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. AKA Fishing says, wondering if you are going to do a tax video. I'll answer that question. No.
We are not tax professionals.
If not, do you have any great info for new resellers?
Just keep track of everything you spend.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Because you can deduct a lot of that. But you need to talk to your tax professional.
Right.
We are not tax professionals.
We also run a separate account from our regular.
Yeah, we have a separate checking account.
Separate
it's
checking,
a
separate
account.
everything.
Sole proprietor business account.
Right. So to keep things separate. So and it does get complex after
it's
a while.
also different depending on which state you live in as well.
Right.
So that's why we don't give out tax in.
Right. I'm also a pastor, so there's all kinds of weird tax issues with
our
that.
taxes take us about 12 hours to finish.
All day to figure out.
Because ours are super weird.
Yep. Super Nation says, do you guys do swap meet? And if so, is it more profitable than online sales?
We have never done a swap meet. We've done garage sale at our location here. But the biggest thing about not being able to do a swap meet is most swap meets want you to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sundays are kind of out for us. And so that's part of the reason why we don't do that.
Y Bradford says, I don't think I've seen you open a box from Quick Lots. Have you heard of them? Yes, we've heard of them. I have thought about buying them. There's a lot of unknowns from what I've seen because I don't see manifest. And it's kind of like the clothing one is what I've been looking at because that's what we're doing real well on right now. And I looked at that and what it was like $3,000, and they gave me a couple of pictures, and it looks like it's Amazon returns, but I have no clue.
Right. We may get a smaller box from them just to try them out.
Right.
And so we're going to...
I struggle with buying boxes that I don't know the manifest.
Yeah, so the biggest thing we're going to try to do this year, too, is kind of diversify our liquidators. Like, we have our favorites for sure, but we definitely want to, on the channel, unbox a lot more different variety. We're also looking at reseller boxes that are being sold on eBay for smaller amounts, so anything that's $100 or less is a reseller box. We'd like to try to buy on eBay and do kind of a review unboxing for you. We've done one of those, and we're on the hunt for some more. We're just kind of covered up in pallets right now, and so that's why we haven't done any recently.
We'll find some more at ASD Market Week,
yeah,
too.
for sure.
Let's see. Scott says, concerning bookkeeping, do you assign an average cost per item or just do bulk cost? We've been doing bulk cost.
Bulk cost, yeah. We basically just,
We know what we paid for that pallet, and we use Inventory Lab.
Yep.
And them,
we go from there.
Yeah. Inventory lab steps you through it. Alyssa Applegate donated $5.
Awesome. Thanks for feeding my coffee addiction.
Nice. Thank you, Alyssa. She says, stay warm with some coffee. I hope it's a bit warmer there. It is in the negatives where I live right now.
It is warmer here. I think
27 degrees right now. Sarah says, what company would you suggest for a beginner to buy from?
I would say, well, if you're beginner, start with retail arbitrage or thrifting.
Yeah.
Because then you're only spending, $50. But if you had to go with a company, I personally like Bulq because of their manifest. Now it depends on your platforms. If you like to sell clothing, go with Via Trading. They have really awesome cases. But I don't know how much money you have as far as capital, and so that makes a big difference. So Bulq does have some like $100 cases. You gotta sit and watch them for a while, and you can get them for $100 and then ship for $30. I think their flat rate fees are going to stay the same for their cases. Yeah. I think calculated shipping is going to be added for pallets in the near future.
Yeah, I'd say, Sarah, really think through like where are you going to sell it.
That makes a difference. So if you're concerned about that, I do offer consultation calls. So if you tell me which platforms you're comfortable with selling on, I can definitely point you in the right direction. Better that way. That's
right. Anita says, do you have any problems with Facebook Marketplace with people coming to your home, or do you meet them somewhere else?
I have them come here, but we live in a small town, rather trustworthy environment, but I always make sure that either my older teenage son is here, and I usually have him come over because generally it's a large item, so I make him lift it. I can lift it, but a lot of times just having him present, or I make sure that Paul is here when the pickup is scheduled.
Yeah, we try to.
So just be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
A lot of people, I hate going somewhere to meet someone because I have had people not show up, and then it's a big waste of time, and you're sitting in your car and you've loaded the item up, that kind of thing. Right. So that's partly why I have them come here. Plus, we're in a small town.
Yeah. Be safe. Whatever you do, please be safe.
During the daytime, too.
Yeah. Ashley says, Bulq already has calculated on their site.
Perfect.
Yes. Regina says, do you only sell on eBay and Amazon?
No. I sell on eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace.
Hooked on Pickin.
I think
that's it for right now.
Garage sale.
Yep. Ashley says, I live in a small town like you.
Awesome.
Yes. Dom G says, have you registered your trademark when you made the change from the original name?
This has always been our name.
Yeah, we've always been hooked on Pickin, as far as I know. So, good idea, though. Definitely a good idea.
I've looked into it. It costs about $1,500 to register your trademark.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, real quick, I think I've caught up on questions. We got 117 people watching right now, but people have kind of come and gone. We are looking at going to ASD Market Week in Las Vegas, Nevada, March 22nd through 25th. If you don't know what that is, ASD Market Week stands for Associated Surplus Dealers, or at least it did at one time. They changed that to say affordable shopping destination.
It's a trade show. It's a huge, massive trade show. We're going to definitely do some filming in there. Probably not a lot of live streaming just simply because the building is metal and trying to get a good stream on a data network.
We'll try.
We'll do our best. But we'll definitely give you recaps and film the whole process. But we're looking for items that we can sell all the time and wholesalers. They have a whole liquidation section, so I know Bulq is going to be there. I'm pretty sure direct liquidation, quick lots, all those places will be there. So we're definitely going to peruse the ones we know and then look for new liquidators. And so we're definitely going to bring that to you guys, give you our opinions on what we found out about them.
Right.
And then, of course, if you're going to be at the ASD Market Week, let us know. Shoot me an email at hookedonpickin.com. I would love to be able to do a meet and greet. We're going to try to maybe look at the schedule, look at where we want to be.
Find a restaurant to go to. I like food. Let's sit down and eat somewhere.
And see if we can't do a meet and greet and just get to know one another, if you plan on being there. But it's not too expensive to it's free to attend the trade show. Right.
You have to register online to get it free, though.
Yeah. If you show up there, you have to pay like $40. But and then our hotels are actually relatively inexpensive and flights are inexpensive. So.
Yeah. Las Vegas wants you to get there to gamble. So
we're not gambling.
It's cheap flights and cheap hotels for the most part.
They also have a whole cash and carry section. So if you do plan on coming and purchasing some things while you're there, bring an empty suitcase. So that's something that we didn't do last time, and we plan on doing this time so that we can bring some products home to start listing.
It is a really fascinating place to go. Like, we went up to one jewelry wholesaler, and like Heather could have her own line of jewelry. Yeah. Like you could put the hooked on Pickin jewelry line or clothing line. And so they walk you through that steps if you want to do that. But then you have to like guarantee that you'll spend, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on something like that.
Right.
But they'll have as low as, some people will have no price point or no minimum cost purchase. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong.
Minimum purchase price. A lot of the wholesalers have a minimum purchase price. Right. Some wholesalers don't. Some of the smaller ones don't. But it scared us a little bit when we first went because we didn't know what we were getting into, and we weren't making as much money as we are now doing the reselling business. And so we have a little bit more wiggle room as far as capital to be able to spend and buy. We also sell more on Poshmark, and so they have just about every clothing article you can think of to sell on Poshmark. And so being able to see what the new trends are, because when we went there last time, llamas were everywhere. Yeah. We didn't understand why. And then literally the next year, Fortnite blew up the llama industry. There were llama hats and llama purses. And I wish I would have bought all llama things at that point. So being able to see kind of where the trends are going, usually these wholesalers and distributors are ahead of the curve. And so I think Baby Yoda is a big thing right now.
Right. You'll probably find Baby Yoda everything.
And you can find the official licensed ones, and then sometimes you'll find like the knockoffs. So just kind of be aware of that. They have a whole international selling section. They have tons of speakers that are going to be there. You can sit through sessions and conferences of people that are wise and know what they're doing. You can buy direct from China, from Turkey, from India, you name it. There's a whole international.
They had a whole floor. I mean, this is like a huge, massive building, 3 levels high. And so like the whole bottom floor was all international. So it was, okay, you just looked up on the ceiling and said, okay, you want to go buy something from China? It's over there. India's over here. It's just crazy. And then there would be like in the middle, like seminars to say, how do you go through, like they'll talk about the tariffs that our country is placing on it now.
They also can set you up with like brokers and things like that can do all that for you so that you can communicate well.
There's people like us walking around buying for our reselling, and then there will, and we're walking around with a tag that says that we're a buyer. But you'll see Walmart reps there too.
Walmart, Dollar General,
they can
Target, Macy's. They're going to buy like whole containers of stuff from another country.
But if you've ever wondered, where does Walmart or Target or Macy's or whatever, where do they get their items? It's these places, that
that's
they're
where they go to
wholesaling
find their
from.
New stuff. There'll be a whole section of pots and
Do you remember
pans.
that purse?
Yeah.
That you saw at the airport?
Oh yeah. So we saw this purse in the ASD Market Week, and we could buy it for $18. Yeah. We literally were leaving Las Vegas, walked by a store in the airport, and it was marked $450.
Right.
Exact same
thing.
Purse with the exact same tags.
Even the only difference, there was one difference. It had the logo
of that
store. And
when we were there, they said we could put your logo on.
Yeah, right there. And I'm thinking it's the exact same thing. It's amazing the markup on some things.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Also, just so you know, we're going to be doing a live Pallet unboxing tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. So we started this live stream at 11 o'clock, and so it'll be an hour later. So those of you who are international, just jump on an hour later. We'll try to jump on a little early so that you can kind of log in 10 or 15 minutes ahead of time, see our thumbnail and all that stuff. Check my Facebook page and also my Patreon page. I'll try to post it there. So if your link doesn't pop up, you can go there to find it. So I'll try to get that out there at least 15 minutes before we go live. But we will be unboxing an entire pallet that will have general merchandise and things like that. Do we have some other questions we can field real
just
fast?
a few here. Says, Blessed and Highly Favored says, which liquidation companies do you get the better higher-end clothing from to sell?
Via trading, I get a lot of the department store. So I don't know what higher-end means to you, but we get a lot of like Macy's, Nordstrom.
Which is better than the Walmart and the Target?
It's Bulq. Sometimes I'll get some Aeropostale and some Champion and some, which are kind of middle of the road and,
Again, better than Walmart and Target.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Let's see. Calvin asked about LLC. That's something that we've looked into a couple of 2 or 3 times, but
it might be something
we're definitely not experts on that. Ashley Lou Ellen says, thumbs up, everyone. Yes, if you like the content, please thumbs up the video.
Awesome.
If you'd like to donate, please feel free to buy Heather a coffee.
And thank you for the one who gave me the $5 for the coffee. Awesome.
That's right. Dom G says, woohoo, Vegas. Do you have a favorite place to eat there since you've been there multiple times? We've only been there once.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed our time there. I was told, the whole joke is it's Sin City, and I'm sure, every city sin happens in, let's be honest.
Right.
But I actually found it was a real pleasant place.
Yeah, we did most of our kind of walking around, like down the strip and stuff where they have fun things to do. We did most of that during the day.
Yeah, when it got to be night, then there were, certain things I'm like, I see what's going on here.
Right, so we generally, because we got up really early for the show, because the show opens at like 7 or 8.
Right.
And so we stand in a crowd outside the doors when they open the doors. Yeah. So 7 or 8 o'clock is usually when we're over at the convention center. Right. So we don't usually stay out crazy late. Usually by 7 o'clock, we're heading back to the hotel.
Places that we ate, I mean.
Oh, we did In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, we ate it in In-N-Out Burger because we didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, our friend said it was awesome.
That was pretty good. That was a really good burger.
It was. Cheapest place we ate.
Yes,
it was the cheapest place we ate.
There was what was that? It was a really nice. It was an Italian restaurant in our hotel at the Westgate. Oh, very good food. Phenomenal.
And then, of course, anywhere you go, there's like buffets everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And so we hit the buffet a couple of times in our hotel. And to be honest, we were there to work.
Right.
And so we did end up going to one show one evening.
We did.
A really, really nice show. It was awesome. And so we plan on probably looking up the shows before we go this time. Right. And we're also going to stay an extra day and a half.
Yeah, but we'll probably go back to that Italian restaurant again. So let's see here. Where am I at now? Oh, there it is. Nova Vita says, you were my inspiration to start selling. Who or what was yours? What was our inspiration? Poverty. Poverty was our inspiration.
How much did you make? Like, I made, at our first church, I made $50 a week as a secretary. Well, that was after a raise, because I think I only made like 30 when we first got there.
Let's not talk about these depressing statistics.
He barely made money. We started having babies, and diapers cost money.
Yeah.
So that pretty much was our
By the time our second child came along, we realized, I don't make any money.
We literally sold things like our old college textbooks and stuff like that just to buy diapers sometimes. Right. And not by any fault of the church. It was just a little small country church, and they were doing what they could. I mean, we lived in the parsonage, so we didn't have a mortgage or anything like that. Right. And they gave us a subsidy for our insurance and stuff like that. So, but it was just a little country church.
Yep.
So we didn't make any money.
It was sad.
Pastors don't make money.
Super Nation says, if I have a pallet that I want to liquidate, would you go in the future liquidate it for your followers?
Oh,
yes.
Like we buy from you? Yeah, sure. Send me the info.
If I have a pallet that I want to liquidate, would you guys? Yeah, hit us up. We'd try to figure it out. Let's see here. Witcher Lewis says, I'm so hooked on Pickin, found you about 3 weeks ago.
Awesome.
Well, great. Y. Bradford says, what state are you all in?
Illinois. We're real close to St. Louis, though. We're southern Illinois.
Yes.
Yeah. We're about 30 minutes.
We say Illinois, everybody thinks Chicago. We are 5 hours from Chicago.
We are 30 minutes from St. Louis.
Yeah. Ashley says, yay, another live unboxing. Yeah, I think it went well.
Yeah, we did a case last time, and so we loved having the feedback on the information.
Right. So we're gonna try a pallet, see how that goes.
And then also a lot of you gave us indications that you like specific things, and so we try to get those things listed immediately. Because usually when you watch an unboxing, we already have a lot of the items already listed, because there's a little bit of a time delay. So if you like anything in the unboxing tomorrow, let us know. We'll make sure that we get it posted as soon as possible.
Right. Kristen Jones says, where did you stay in Vegas?
At the Westgate.
Which is right,
it's literally, we walk across the parking lot to the convention center. But we went in August last time. I tell you what, in the sun, you literally feel like your skin is melting off your body. Yeah. It is so hot there.
It was hot that week.
It's the desert, and we'd never been that far west before.
See, Dom G says, I would suggest the Segway tours is something worthwhile to do while you're there, as it is a good way to see a bunch of places.
Yeah, I would break myself trying to ride a Segway.
Dom G says, In-N-Out Burger is top-notch. Get it animal style. Yes.
We got it
learned that.
animal style.
Got it
We
animal
actually got In-N-Out Burger, and then we drove to the beach, and then I put my feet in the Pacific Ocean because I'd never done that before.
That's right. Wait. Oh, well, that was when we went to California.
Oh, that was when we went to California. You're right. Not
Right.
not when we were in Vegas.
Right. We did a
via trading
tour.
Mm-hmm.
They were great.
They were awesome. Yeah.
Yep. Great people there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Malia says, in Vegas, we ate at Gordon Ramsay's Pub and Grill inside Caesar's Palace. We saw that. So we actually, I think they had a dress code the night that we were looking. I'm like, I'm in shorts and a polo or t-shirt. I'm like, I'm not even dressed to eat in this restaurant.
Right.
So
I think that's why we didn't eat there. We didn't have the proper clothes.
Yeah, I think so at that time. But we were looking for an evening thing. So maybe any time you can go in there. I don't know. Julian Moore says, what happened if a customer has a return on Amazon?
It gets returned to the warehouse, and then in turn gets returned to you, and then you just inspect it when you get it back. Because sometimes returns are legitimate, sometimes they're not.
Yeah, and they do dock your account.
Yeah.
So like if you sold it for 100, let's say, and you made $100 on it, when it gets returned, Amazon takes $100 right out of your account.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do.
Yep.
So.
Amazon runs the show.
Yep. Charles Bennett says, hello, Heather and Paul from Wyoming.
Awesome.
Anita says, my father was a pastor back in the 70s, 80s, so I know we struggled too, and we found ways to make extra money. Just about every pastor I know does. Just about every pastor I know does something on the side. You know, it's just part of the lifestyle that you live. You're doing it for the Lord. You're not doing it for money. Mm-hmm. If you're a pastor and you start making millions of dollars, most likely you're doing something wrong. I'm not saying that across the board. So I think there's like a Charles Stanley who was an excellent pastor and good Christian man. He makes a lot of money,
and stuff like that too. So
yeah. So I am not a book writer.
I'm gonna write an ebook.
Heather's gonna write an ebook. Dog Pound says Tucson does get up to 115 degrees in the summer. Ooh.
Yeah.
Isaac Henderson says I live 2-minute walk from In-N-Out, 20-second drive. Smell the burgers from my front door.
Oh, man.
Love it. Wow. Homesick for Cali Army wife says I've been to Vegas many times. Grew up in Southern California. Samstown is a great place to stay, not too far off the strip. Great buffet too. My husband is an Army chaplain, so grateful for our benefits. Amen to that, huh? Julian says my mom is a missionary pastor in Mexico and runs her writing business online too.
Nice.
Yeah. See what I said? I mean, a lot of pastors, they try to find some way, you know, it's so you can stay in ministry, keep providing for your family in certain ways. But anyway, we are done with questions.
All right, awesome. So now you know we're planning on going to the ASD Market Week. What are those dates again?
It's in Las Vegas, Nevada at the big, huge convention center there, March 22nd through 25th.
We will be arriving Sunday night.
Yes.
We don't go to the Sunday show just because of obligations here. And then we will probably be there about a day after. So it gets done on the 25th, but we'll probably be there through the 26th, maybe even through the 27th. We have not set our plans yet, or our flights or hotel or anything like that yet, but we're looking into it. That's the plan. Right. And so we're going to definitely film a lot of that for you, keep you guys updated on it. Don't worry, we'll still have unboxings during that process. And then we'll kind of give you all the info when we get back.
Yeah.
But that's the plan. Tune in tomorrow, noon Central Standard Time. We're going to do that pallet unboxing. If you love this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're watching when we're not live, go ahead and leave a comment of any info you like. If you plan on being anywhere near the ASD Market Week during that time, please go ahead and email me at hookedonpickin.com. We would love to be able to do a meet and greet. Let's find out what everybody's schedule is. It'll probably be in the evening around a supper time. We'll meet at a specific restaurant. That'd be super awesome to be able to actually do a meet and greet to some of my West Coast fans. So if you want to take a trek to the Market Week for a day, it's free. You know, maybe drive over there and we can do a meet and greet on one of those evenings. So hopefully it's been fun to hear us chat about this and the ASD Market Week and give you an update that we're going to do a full pallet unboxing tomorrow. So we will see you all tomorrow at noon. And remember, in the end, Jesus wins.